I call out a warm. I pray this devil die and get every evil thing the Lord God can give. And listen, I know you look at us in the state we in right now. Come here, SHALAM. Come here, SHALAM. I know you look at us in the state we in right now. Black people on drugs, and we suffering and dying. And I know it seems like you can do whatever you want to this people. I know it seems like this, but the time for glorifying yourself is soon at an end.
The Pharisees also came unto him.
This was the religious leaders back in those times, and they always came up against Christ. It's just like your religious leaders today. They're coming up against the God words. They're coming up against God words, man. Read on.
Tempting him and saying unto him, is it lawful for a man to put away his wife?
Is it lawful for a man to put away his wife? Is it lawful for a man to tell his sister, no, I don't want you again, get out my house? No, you can't come here again. Get out my house. We are not together again. We are separated. What is Christ? What is the question asking? What is the Pharisees asking Christ?
Is it lawful for a man to put away his wife for every cause?
For every cause, for anything. For anything. A brother finds his sister ain't doing what he said to do, what he does, put her away. Get her out of that house. And that's what the Christian church teaches us, man. Woman, thou art loose. Who said that? T.D. Jakes. Giving the woman liberty. And these black man and Hispanic man, because we are in these Christian churches, we don't know how to keep a marriage, man. You come to the I.S.U.P.K, we are going to teach you how to keep a family together, man. That's right. Because the Christian church has failed blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Take a look at the abortion sign. Take a look at the abortion sign, man. And that's the result of Christianity. Right. Now read on. Listen to what a black man is going to say.
Verse 4. And he answered and said unto them, have ye not read that he which made them at the beginning?
He that made them what?
At the beginning.
Who is it speaking about? This is God Christ is speaking about. This is written in red. What tells us what? That this is Christ's word. And he said what?
Have ye not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female?
He made them what?
Male and female.
He made them what?
Male and female. That's
right. Adam and Steve?
Male and female.
Adam and Eve, man. So where's the white man getting that two men could get married? When God made what?
Male and female.
Where's the white man getting that two women can get married?
Male and female.
This is marriage. Marriage is between what?
Male and female. Verse 5. And said, for this cause shall a man leave father and mother.
For this cause shall a man leave father and mother,
and shall cleave to his wife.
And shall what?
Cleave to his wife.
Are you seeing anything they're telling me that a man gotta go to church and a priest read some retarded vows that's not even in the scriptures and they're married? Are you seeing that? Read it again.
And said, for this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife.
I shall cleave to his wife. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get how a man cleaves to his wife. We're gonna see how a man cleaves to his wife. Up to now, I ain't seen nothing about a man cleaving to no man, because that's not in the scripture, man. God is against a man and a man marrying, man. Two men marrying. And two women marrying. God is against it. So don't tell me the white man fear God and put it on the dollar saying what? In God we trust? That's a lie. Because if you had trusted God, you would have obeyed what Christ said here. Read.
And they twain shall be one flesh.
And they twain shall be one flesh, meaning what? They both become one. Meaning what? The man and the woman both agree. Meaning that man leads that woman and that woman follows without bucking. Like these black sisters and Hispanic sisters, man. Want to buck against their man. That ain't in the scripture. When you and a man lay together, both of you become one.
That's right.
Both of you become one. Now follow that man.
That's right.
Follow that man, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian woman. The church does not teach this. What does the church teach the black woman? That man ain't got the right to tell you shut up. That ain't got a right to tell you go cook some food. That man ain't got a right to tell you to change that clothes. Too much of your cleavage is showing. You dressing like a whore. The Christian church push all that authority away from the man. What's the man's responsibility in the house? What's the man's responsibility in the house? To protect that family, man. And to teach that family how to follow Christ. And for him to rule over that family.
That's right.
What's the woman's role in that family? To follow that man to the dear end. To support that man to the dear end. Man ain't got a job. Because the man ain't got a job, you ain't gonna follow him? That's crap, man. That's crap, man. And the Christian church are teaching our women to leave the man. Teaching a black man to leave those sisters, man. When Christ is saying here what?
And said, for this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh.
They twain shall be one flesh, meaning they both agree. Read on.
Wherefore, they are no more twain, but one flesh. What?
Meaning what? They're no more separated, man. These two people join together. Join together by what? By sex. Sex joins a black man together with a black woman. Sex joins a Hispanic man and a Hispanic woman together. That's what sex does. And they both become one flesh. Read on.
What therefore God hath joined together.
Ain't saying nothing about no ring or no pastor. Ain't saying nothing about no ring or no pastor. No, a ring can't keep a family together. Let's get that together. Those priests are not keeping families together. Why is the divorce rate so high in the Christian church? Because marriage, according to the Christian church, is a lie. It's fake. It's false. It's not of God. Because we're going to read and see if it was of God what was supposed to happen. Read on.
What therefore God hath joined together.
What? Wait. Therefore what?
What therefore God hath joined together.
What therefore God has joined together. How did God join the man and the woman together? By them having sex. That's how God joined them together. God didn't use no priest, no ring. That was all from the white man, and we're going to get it today. Read.
Let not man put us under.
Let not what?
Let not man put us under.
Meaning what God put together, man. Don't let man come now and put it asunder like T.D. Jakes. Man like T.D. Jakes. Don't let man separate these families, man. Oh, divorce these families. Black woman, you sleep with a man, stay with that man for the rest of your life.
That's right.
Hispanic woman, you get a man, you stay with that man for the rest of your life.
That's right.
God is saying this for a reason. He's saying this for a reason so that we can have a good social lifestyle. Look at black people today. What's your social lifestyle today? Just start with the family. There's so many single family homes today. Why? Single parents home today. Why? Because they don't understand what marriage is. And the church is not teaching them what marriage is according to the Bible. Any black man, you stick your penis in a woman, man, she is your wife. She is your wife according to God, according to his words. Ain't according to no priest, according to no ring or no finger. And with that said, man, you better watch who you have sex with.
That's right.
Because with sex comes life. And you know what happens with sex also too? Death comes with sex. Go check the AIDS ward. Go check the AIDS ward. And you go understand that sex is very serious. And we are not taking it serious in this place. That's why our community is full of AIDS, full of syphilis, full of gonorrhea. Because we don't take God's law seriously. So you know what God does? God fills us with herpes. He fills us with syphilis. He fills us with AIDS. Abortion, look at the abortion sign, man. Look at the abortion sign. And more than 50% of abortion come from one night stand, man. From one night stand, because they don't understand the severity of sex. Sex ain't something you do to exercise or just to get orgasm, man. Sex is something very serious, man. Sex is what join a man and a woman together, man. Ain't talking about no man and man. That's proof that the so-called white man definition of marriage is garbage, according to the Bible. Now, let's get this, man. Now we're gonna read. Let's go back in time. Let's go back in time to see where this marriage all came from. Where this marriage all came from. Read this.
In the Julian marriage laws.
Read
The Julian marriage laws. In 18 BC, the Emperor Augustus turned his attention to social problems at Rome.
He turned Julian, the so-called emperor from Rome. There were social problems back then. In 123 BC, all the way back then, there were social problems in Rome. Read on, let's see what those social problems was. Read on.
Extravagance and adultery were widespread.
Extravagance and what? And what?
Adultery were widespread.
And adultery were widespread like today. Like today. Adultery is widespread. Why? Because we ain't taught to leave a man, woman alone in these churches. We don't teach our sisters, don't go sleep with a man if you already have a man. That's adultery. And it's saying all these things took place back in Rome. Now read on.
Among the upper classes.
Among the upper classes, man. That's what rich white people, man. And then all these extravagance and widespread adultery were taking place. Look at Hollywood. Look at Hollywood, man. All these orgies, man, sleeping around on each other. This is what went on back in Rome. Read on.
Marriage was increasingly infrequent.
Marriage was increasingly infrequent. Now let's read on, let's read some more.
And many couples who did marry failed to produce offspring.
Failed to produce offsprings, man. Why? Because we all know Rome, baby Rome, not baby Rome, but Rome. Rome was known for homosexuality. And you know, two men cannot make what? Kids. You can't get no kid from two men laying down. Or a woman and a woman laying down. It was difficult to make. You can't make offsprings, man. Read on.
Augustus, whom hoped thereby to elevate both the morals and the numbers of the upper classes in Rome.
Now he hoped to do this. Listen to what he did.
And to increase the population of native Italians in Italy, enacted laws to encourage marriage and having children.
He encouraged laws in marriage to having children, man. Now skip me all the way down. Skip me to this verse right here.
If we could survive with...
No, this was a speech from Quintus Cecilius Metilius Macedonius. This is a full-on homosexual name.
That's right.
You understand? Now this speech was back in 120 BC. Now read on.
That's right. If we could survive without a wife.
If what?
If we could survive without a wife.
This is the white man. This is the white man lifestyle. And he's pushing it on blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Pushing it on blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian, man. Saying what?
If we could survive without a wife, citizens of Rome, all of us would do without that nuisance.
So if you want to survive without a wife, what's the next thing you're going to do? You're going to have to turn to Steve, to John. You're going to have to turn to man. And America pushes homosexuality. Why? Because they believe in Roman philosophy. And marriage is from Rome. It's from Rome. Don't wonder why. Don't wonder why now these priests molest boys in churches. Because Rome belief is homosexuality, man. Read on.
But since nature has so decreed that we cannot manage comfortably with them.
Read it one more time.
But since nature has so decreed that we cannot manage comfortably with them, nor live any way without them, we must plan for our lasting preservation.
Because what does the white man know? He knows that he needs a woman to carry on a race. You need a woman to reproduce your nation. He knows that. So now he got to put plans in place so that what? So that a man and a woman can lay down to have sex. When in the Bible it says what? That marriage is between a man and a woman. So where did America get that two men could now go get married? Where did it get that two women could go get married? That is Roman philosophy, man. That's against God. And marriage today, as we know it, is not according to the Bible.
That's right.
It's not according to the Bible, man. Let me show you what real marriage is according to the Bible. Now hold this paper. Come me to Exodus 22 and 16. Let me show you what marriage is according to the Bible. Exodus 22 and 16, man. The church has failed black people. The mosque has failed black people social lifestyle. Do I gotta explain? Okay, let's run it down. How many single parent family homes do we know? There's a lot of it, man, and it's increasing. The church supposed to teach us how to live with each other. The church teaches us to love who? To love the white man. It preaches love. But yet and still, the divorce rate is high. So where's all the love gone to? All our love has gone to the white man. That's where all of our love has gone to. And the church has taught us that, man. It has not taught us marriage according to this Bible. But I'm going to show you what marriage is according to the Bible. Now read.
Exodus chapter 22, verse 16. And if a man entice a maid,
That a man what?
Entice a maid.
Meaning a man spit game to that woman, man. Brothers, this is what we need to do, man. When you first see a woman, if you like that woman, you step to her. Now you get to ask her if she got a man. If she has a man, leave that woman alone.
That's right.
The church does not teach us that, man. It teaches us to do what? To covet a next man's woman.
Right.
We see that woman, we like her, we go get her.
Right.
Because God wants us to get her. That's what the church teaches us. That's why the preacher has sex with everybody's wife in that congregation. Eddie Long married about 3 times and still raped them boys. Because marriage, according to the Christian church, is really from Roman philosophy, man. It ain't from God. And it's meant to hide homosexuality.
That's right.
It's meant to hide it. Where's the proof? Prove to me that marriage in the Christian church is from God. Prove to me. Show me I2 in the Bible. Where the hell is the white dress and the rice? Where's the ring? Show me the ring in the Bible. Did Isaac give Rebecca a ring? Come on, show me it in the Bible. Did Isaac and Rebecca walk down some aisle and some priest told them to say, I do?
Right.
Come on, man, show me it in the Bible. Where you Christians are, come on, man. What are they teaching us in the churches, man? I see the wedding rings out here. You can't defend that ring. You dropped $8,000 on a ring. And you ain't know where it came from. You ain't know where it came from. Don't know if that man gonna be with you tomorrow. Because the church has made you a fool and a whore. That's what the church has done to our sisters, man. Make them a fool and a whore. And made men fools and whoremongers. Now a woman goes into the Christian church, leaves her man, and think, oh, I ain't no hoe. I ain't prostituting. Well, there's different levels of whoredom. You will leave your man, that's 1 degree of whoredom. That's whoredom, man. You go sell your behind, that's another degree of whoredom, man. You got to stay with that man for the rest of your life. No, sisters, if you ain't doing what I say, man, then you need to stop listening to those pastors, man. Read.
And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed,
this woman cannot be owned by another man. When I say owned by another man, meaning what? That this sister cannot have a man. She cannot have a man. Then you go and spit game to her. Go and say, sister, yeah, you look beautiful, man. Let me talk to you, man. Come hear this, man. You speak to that sister. You tell her what you like, what you don't like, man. You rap to that sister, man. But first, you gotta find out if she has a man. She can rap to the brother too. That's righteous as hell, man. Oh, well, don't study these churches, man. That's what the sister did to Barak. Then she asked him to marry her, man. In the book of Tobit, man. Read.
And lie with her. He shall surely...
Hold on, man. The black and Hispanics have never read this in their life, Yagawa. Understand this, they have never read the scripture in their life.
That's right.
So you gotta read it slow so that they can calculate what you are saying.
That's right.
Now read it again.
That's right. And lie with her. He shall surely endow her to be his wife.
You sure ain't got no ring there, man? Ain't got no dresses, ain't got no I do. So you telling me if I entice a woman and lay with her, she is what?
His wife.
She shall be what?
His wife.
Sex is marriage according to this Bible. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Now ask yourself, how many husbands have you had? How many wives have you had in this place, man? The Christian church teaches us lies. And make whores out of our sisters, man. And whoremongers out of our black and Hispanic and Native Indian men.
That's right.
But this is marriage in the Bible. Read it again from the top.
And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
This man is going to have this woman as his wife. As his wife. Now let's get an example in the Bible that where it took place. Coming to Genesis 24 and 67. And then we're going to get back to where America got their marriage from. Where they got their definition of marriage from. Because America ain't doing what God said in this Bible, man. They ain't doing what God said in this Bible. And they're teaching us to go against God when we go have sex with a woman and then throw her away. Because we don't like how she looking after 2 years. We don't like how she thinks after the next day after. We just go have sex and that's it. Toss her away. Make her halt our sister. We be humongous.
That's right.
Now read Genesis 24 and 67.
Genesis chapter 24, verse 67. And Isaac brought her into his mother, Sarah's tent.
This is Isaac. And it's speaking about Isaac bringing Rebekah into his mother's tent. A tent today will be a house. Isaac brought Rebekah into this house, into his mother's house. Read.
And took Rebekah.
And he took Rebekah, meaning he took Rebekah in this house. Read.
And she became his wife.
And she what?
Became his wife.
Where is the ceremony with the ring? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian.
That's right.
Christians, I see you with your ring on. But that's not what it is according to the Bible, man. A ring will never keep a marriage together, man. We based our lifestyle of marriage on a ring, and walking on some aisle, feeling or looking good for one day. What about 365 days? What about for the rest of your life? Where is your dignity? Where is your pride? Where is your moral sense? Where is your moral sense, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian? Read it again.
And Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent and took Rebekah.
No. Read it again, man. Danny, read it slow so they can get this, man. Because many of them did this and they don't even know. Read.
And Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent and took Rebekah. And she became his wife.
And she became his what?
His wife.
His wife. How many of us took a sister into our mother's house, lie with her, and she became what?
His wife.
She became his wife. Your wife, black man. Your wife, Hispanic man. You lay with that sister, that's your wife for life. Christ said it in the New Testament. We are not supposed to leave the sisters, man. Sisters, you are not supposed to leave your man. Stick with that man until death. That's what Christ said, man. America is not teaching us this. That's why our social lifestyle is so degrading, man. Looked at as so degrading. Our women are looked at as whores. Our men like whoremongers. Because we don't understand the seriousness in marriage. Marriage ain't about no white dress. Marriage ain't about no ring. Marriage is about a commitment between a man and a woman before God in that bedroom when you lay with her. That's what marriage is, man. Now give me back that paper, man. Let's go and see what the white man, how he looks at marriage. Let's see how he looks at marriage, man. No, skip me now to marriage.
Marriage in ancient Rome was strictly monogamous.
Monogamous meaning what? In Rome, they passed a law saying what? That only one man and one woman can get married. Right? That's what monogamous is. But according to the Bible, a man can have more than one wife. According to the Bible, not according to me, but according to this Bible, a man could have more than one wife. But a woman, she can only have one man for her whole entire life. Yes, that's what the Bible said, Mom. That's what the Bible said. I ain't saying it. Read.
A Roman citizen, by law, could have only one spouse at a time.
Oh, one spouse at what?
One spouse at a time.
That's not what Christ said. Christ said, if you lay with that woman, that's yours for life. The white man is saying you can only have one woman at a time. That's why what? When a brother has a sister and he sees another sister he likes, what does the white man say he got to do? He got to divorce his sister to be with his next sister. When God is against that. Christ was against that. You got a wife? You stay with her. You see a next woman you like and you go spit game to her and she does not get a man and you sleep with her? You got 2 wives now. Deal with her according to the Bible, not according to the white man. The white man say a man can only have 1 wife. And now he makes it legal for 2 men to get married. Because he's a homosexual black man. Hispanic and Native Indian. He's a homosexual. Now hold this. Give me the Indian book in my bag. Let me show you something, black man. This lifestyle was forced on us. This lifestyle, we didn't just wake up one day and believe that a man could have 1 woman. We didn't believe these things. This is Western philosophy, man. This is Western propaganda, man. This ain't in the Bible. That's the white man pushing his belief system on blacks and Hispanics. You understand? Now we're gonna get it here. Give me to page 26 in Roman numeral. Page 26 in Roman numeral. Now this was a book. This is a book written by Bartholomew de las Casas. A short account of the destruction of the Indies. Read.
With the crude attempts to impose.
With the what?
The crude attempts.
With the crude, meaning what? Meaning what? That we were forced into being Christians today. When we were on those boats, when we came across to the Americas, we were not Christians, but a white man forced Christianity on us. And how did he do it? By chopping our mothers' tongues out, our fathers' tongues out, burning their eyes out for reading the Bible. We were forced into believing that the white man was God and that the white man was Christ. We were forced into believing these things. We were whipped. We were killed. Our forefathers were killed into believing these things, man. Countless of these Hispanics were murdered by the white man to accept Christianity. No different than Islam. No different than Islam. Religion ain't about this Bible, man. Can never be about this Bible. It was forced on blacks and Hispanics, man. Now read on.
To impose such things as Christianity marriage.
As what?
Christian marriage.
It was what?
Christian marriage.
It was imposed on us, man. Crudely, man. Christian marriage was imposed on us. It ain't saying the Bible. It said Christian marriage. And these were your white Christian people, man. And that's the proof that Christianity does not follow the Bible. It's proof. Now read on.
European dress.
European what?
Dress.
Now you know where that nice white dress come from. It ain't come from the Bible. It came from what?
European dress.
That's a European's dress. That suit and that tie. That's a European dress. Dress style, man. Read on.
And Spanish eating habits.
And a grown man wearing a bow tie, man. Looking like a big black Christmas gift. You understand, man? Those are European dress styles, man. Read on.
Spanish eating habits contributed significantly to the dramatic decline in the population.
Listen to this, man. Spanish what? Eating habits, man. Eat that pork, that shrimp, that what? That puerco, cerco. Those were Spaniards' eating habits. Those were not Hispanics and Native Indians' eating habits. That was the white man's eating habit. The so-called Spaniard eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. We followed after him, and now our life span is short. He steal Taco Bell, man, and tomatoes, man, and make money and give us pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster to give us high blood pressure. And now we die while he gets rich in this place, black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian. Listen to this good, man. Read on.
Contributed significantly to the dramatic decline in the population of the Indies. the cultural and social demands of the encomendia may indeed have been responsible for many of those features of Indian life which the Europeans found most
reprehensible, man. Meaning what? That the lifestyle that these Indians followed were getting them killed, man. We're making them die. Read on.
Suicide.
What?
Suicide.
You go on that reservation and ask those Indians what is the suicide rate, and you're gonna cry, man. I bet you're gonna cry, man. It's alarming, man. And the white man came and pushed his philosophies on us, man. His lifestyle on us. And we wonder why we don't have a family today. We wonder why there's so much single parent homes. Because we are trying to live like the white man. We are trying to follow his marriages, man. When that is not according to the Bible. That's false and fake according to the Bible, man. Now come me back to that paper, man. Get that paper. Let's bring on what the white man believe marriage is. Not according to the Bible, man. To show you that the white man is the devil the Bible speaks of, man. He has deceived black people and Hispanic people and Native Indian people into thinking that marriage has to do with the ring, a dress, and I do. When that ain't marriage, man. That was never meant to be marriage for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian, man. Marriage, according to this Bible, is sex when a man and a woman lay down. That's marriage, man. Now read on.
The practice of monogamy distinguished the Greeks and Romans.
Now, monogamy, it said it what? That distinguished the Greeks and Romans. Who were the Greeks and Romans? There were two great nations back then. They were white people. And their nation was distinguished from what? From monogamy, man. From having one woman and one man. Read.
From ancient civilization.
From what?
Ancient civilization.
Meaning everybody else understood that a man could have more than one wife. Everybody else on the earth understand that, but the white man, but the so-called Greeks and Romans. And today, America follows after Rome. You all know, go look at all the infrastructure, man. Go look at the buildings. It pushes Roman philosophy, man. It pushes that, man. Read on.
In which elite males typically had multiple wives.
How what?
Multiple wives.
Read on.
Greco-Roman monogamy may have arisen from the egalitarianism.
And what does egalitarianism mean, man? It means what? It means a belief in the equality of all people. Meaning what? The white man now says what? That when a man and a woman get married, they're both equal. They're both equal. They're to share that power. When that's not what's according to the Bible. When a man and a woman get married, that man becomes the head of the household. That's what is said in the Bible, man. There's no such thing as equality on this earth. And the Bible, when you open that Bible, it's written from the front to the back. Read on.
Of democratic and republican political system.
That's where it all came from your Republican and your Democratic political system, man. It didn't come from God.
That's right.
Let's get that straight. Marriage in America today did not come from God. It came from the white man and his political system, man. Read.
In the city states, it is one aspect of ancient Roman culture that was embraced by early Christianity.
It was what?
Embraced by early Christianity.
And now today, those so-called Christians, your Roman Catholics, they push Rome's way of marriage, not the Bible way of marriage, not God's way of marriage. It pushes Rome's way of marriage. Read on.
which in turn perpetuated it as an ideal in later Western culture.
And today, we believe that marriage today is from God, when that's a lie. Marriage today in the Christian church has nothing to do with God. If it was from God, then why it is there's a high divorce rate in the Christian churches? And God hates divorce. There's no putting away according to God. But the white man say what? You can go and get divorced. You can go and get divorced. There are grounds for divorce. There are grounds for divorce. But the grounds ain't, or the reason ain't you just not liking that sister because she can't clean the house, because she can't cook good. Oh, that sister just not liking you. That's not the grounds for divorce. Let's see what Christ had to say. Coming back to Matthew. Coming back to Matthew. Coming back to Matthew. You are here. Coming back to Matthew. Matthew 19. Coming to verse 7. Coming to verse 7. Now read.
Matthew chapter 19, verse 7. They say unto him, why did Moses then command to give a writing of divorcement?
What is they speaking about here? Because back in the Old Testament, Moses told them they can write that they're on a piece of paper, that they are no longer together. That a man can write that on a piece of paper, and now the woman was going to be divorced. Now they won't going to be together again. But listen to what Christ is going to say. Read.
And to put her away. Verse 8. And he saith unto him.
This is Christ saying it, man. This is Christ saying. Read on.
Moses, because of the hardness of your hearts, suffered you to put away your wives.
He suffered you to put away your wives. Because you didn't like, you had a problem with her. Because she had a problem with you. You all won't deal with each other right. You understand? Moses back then gave them a bill of divorce. Now read on.
But from the beginning, it was not so.
From the beginning, it was not so. Meaning, you were not supposed to leave your woman just because you hate her. For some odd reason, you just don't like this woman again. For some odd reason, you ain't supposed to leave your woman. For some odd reason, that woman thinks, you know what? I had enough of you. That was not grounds for a divorce from the beginning. Now read on.
Verse 9. And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication.
Except it be for what?
Fornication.
Yeah, you could put away that woman if she want to be a whore. You can put her away. What is fornication? Fornication is unlawful sex, man. And Christ is saying what?
And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife.
If you're going to put away that woman you had sex with, or those wives that you have, if you're going to put them away, let it be for what?
Except it be for fornication.
Except it be for fornication.
And shall marry another.
I shall marry another, meaning what? That you are with this sister, and because you see another sister that you want to get with, you say, you know what, sweetheart, we gotta separate right now. I kind of like this other sister here. Christ is against that. Christ saying if you do that, what?
Committeth adultery.
You're going to commit adultery, man. You are committing adultery. If you allow the sister to just go out there and sleep with another man, you are causing her to commit adultery, and Christ is against that, man. You can only leave that woman if she goes sleep with another man and whore on you, and whore on her own, if she leave on her own, man. Read.
And whoso marrieth her, which is put away, doth commit adultery.
And Christ is saying, if this woman that this man put away, if she goes go and get another man, that man has committed adultery, man. Because that woman belongs to that man. That's his property, man. Why? Because she laid on, open her legs to that man. That's why it's very important, man. You understand the seriousness of marriage, man. Now, when you understand the seriousness of marriage, then you're going to understand how serious it is to pick a man. How serious it is to pick a woman. You ain't just going to sleep with her because she got a big booty. You ain't just going to sleep with her because you like that cleavage. You ain't just going to sleep with her because you like how she looks, how she dressed. There are grounds on picking a woman, man. And it's in this Bible, man. It's in this Bible. This Bible teaches us what to look for in a woman. It teaches woman what to look for in a man. It teaches us that, man. It teaches us these things. But the church does not teach us the Bible. That's why there's so many divorces in the Christian church. The Christian church teaches us the white man way of marriage, not God way of marriage. Now read on.
Verse 10.
Yeah, that's it. Now come me to Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 22 and 13. Come on. Deuteronomy 22 and 13, man. Going to show you in this Bible, man, that a woman, when she marries, she is to only have one man. And to be a whore is just not being a prostitute. You leave your man and go lay with another man, you are being a whore. Black man, you leave that woman and go lie with another woman, you are being a whoremonger. Black, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man, you are being a whoremonger, and God hates these things, man. It's the abomination unto him. These other nations don't have these laws. God never gave these laws to these other nations. That's why the white man, he can go in a church and get married with rings and European dresses or lifestyle, and he keeps a family. But black man, you go there, you go down that road, and you're going to get divorced, man. You're going to be divorced within a couple months, a year. Well, what happened to death do us part? No more in these places, man, because the church does not teach you what marriage is, man. Now read Deuteronomy 22 and 13.
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 13.
Oh, hold on. Give me back this paper, man. Let me get some more. Let me bring it out, man. Let me bring it out. It's a very important part we need to understand about marriage according to the white man. Not according to God, not according to the Bible, but according to the white man. Now skip me down to here, right here. Marriage.
Marriage had mythical proceedings.
What did it say?
Marriage had mythical proceedings.
Marriage had mythical precedents, man. Meaning what? That the white man, the so-called white man marriage is fake. It's a lie. It's mythical, man. It's a made-up story. Ain't got nothing to do with the Bible. Read on.
Starting with the starting with the abduction of the Sabian woman.
Of the Sabian woman. It started with the abduction. Remember, this is just a story. This never happened real. This is just a story on how marriage came about in white society. And now it's pushed on blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians like it's God's will. It's a story the white man tells. Like Greek mythology, man. Read on.
Which may reflect the archaic custom of bride abduction.
Of bride abduction, man. These white Italians kidnapped these Sabian women, right? And listen to what it's going to say. Read on.
Romulus and his band of male immigrants.
Romulus, another mythical man. These ain't real people. This is a story that white men made up in Rome. Romulus. Read on.
And his male band of immigrants were rejected
concubinum, meaning they were not allowed to marry these women. They were rejected by these women, people, man. They were rejected by these Sabian women. By these Sabian women, people, man. Read on.
The legal right of intermarriage from the Sabians, according to Levi, Romulus and his men abducted the Sabian maidens to promise them an honorable marriage.
And promised them an honorable marriage. Now, all these things are made up, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. This is just mythical stories, man. Read on.
In which they would enjoy the benefits of property, citizenship, and children.
What? Hold up. You saying that what marriage is all about? What is it saying? Benefits?
Benefits of property, citizenship, and children.
That's what America looks at as marriage. Marriage ain't got nothing to do with the Bible, according to the white man. His marriage got to do with benefits, man, with property, man. It's a business contract. That's what marriage is in America, man. That's why when you get a divorce in America, black man, you lose all your property, all your money, your house, your car, all your rights. Because it's a business contract. It ain't from God. It's the white man way of pushing his belief system on us, man. Read it again.
Property, citizenship, and children. These three benefits seem to define the purpose of marriage in ancient Rome.
It seems to what?
These three benefits seem to define the purpose of marriage in ancient Rome.
It defined marriage in ancient Rome. That's why they had a hard time making children. Why? Because they didn't look at marriage as being what? As being from God. The white man way of marriage is business deals, man. Business deals being made. That's why when that woman left Tiger Woods, how many millions she took from him? A good few million. 99 or over 100 million she took from him. Because it's a business deal. Look at Sterling. Look at Sterling, man. Come on, black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian. Let's not fall for white propaganda, man. Let's not fall for these things. They believe that marriage is just a business. It's just a business deal, man. That's why they want Ray Rice's wife to leave him, man. When she already forgive the brother, man. She love her man. Because we really go into the church seeking counsel, seeking really the truth about marriage, but it ain't no truth in the church. Ain't no truth in the church. And marriage in the church is not going to last because we base our whole philosophy on white America, not God. Because if you were to pick a woman from this, according to this Bible, that woman will be with us for the rest of her life. If that woman was to pick a man from, according to this Bible, she will be with that man for the rest of her life. For the rest of her life, she won't be mentally damaged in this place, man. Men won't be mentally damaged in this place. Emotionally distressed in this place, man. 2 steps from putting that gun in their mouth and pulling that trigger. Because why? Because they put their trust in America's marriage and it failed them. Because the Christian, you know why? Because the Christian church failed them, man. Failed them. It failed us, man. It failed us tremendously. That's why the divorce rate is so high. Because you go in there thinking that your marriage is from God when you are really making a business deal. You are actually making a business deal with that woman. You understand, man? Now read Read that last part again, man.
These three benefits seem to define the purpose of marriage in ancient Rome.
It defined marriage in ancient Rome, not the Bible. It didn't define marriage according to the Bible. It defined marriage according to ancient Rome. That's what went on, man. That's what went on, man. Because why? Because why? Because the white man hates God. He hates God, man.
When nowadays I work hard on the job, till I come cross y'all, still like I'm a criminal. Crime and get caught, it could be your first charge. Like, man, you ain't getting the minimum. It go dip, squat, 5 mile run, push, pull, sit on, goddamn, get strong. Looking at my baby, trying to keep them doing wrong. It's too long before they grow, I can't leave them on their own. They killed Daddy like he had a 30-day cake. The news covering up the story, but they say it took me back to the time we lost Otis. Pretending these crackers, they gon' tell you something bogus. And I'm thinking like, damn, what you telling kids? We tried to put up a fight, but did we fail the kids? Cause they really got us looking like no damn good. And why success got to cost my manhood? Hey, black women, y'all